This is a video about shoes. Things sneakerheads don't tell you about. Every shoe has a story. New Balance 1300, I'm a Leon d'Or. Last summer, I was in New York City, and ALD happened to be doing a first come first serve in-person sneaker release, and I knew I had to pick up a pair because being from Austin, I never got to do many in-person sneaker drops. So to me, it was kind of like a souvenir. Also, the texture on this upper is crazy. When you look at these shoes online, it's hard to appreciate the shoe for what it actually is. New Balance Vision Racer by Jaden Smith. I actually traded a different pair of shoes to get these Vision Racers, and I'm happy I did. I didn't know about them previously, but they ended up being the only shoes I brought to New York City last summer, and it's probably my favorite chunky shoe in the past 2 years. One day I was sitting alone in the subway, and I hear this guy yelling at me from the other side of the subway. I just ignored him at first, but I looked up and he kept pointing to his feet, and he was wearing the same shoes. So he came over to me and we started talking about our love for the shoe, and he told me he was the one running Misfits New York City, a New York City collective for young creatives. Converse Giano Golf Fleur. Evie and I actually have matching pairs of these shoes, but it didn't start out that way. Evie actually ordered a green pair of these, but ended up with a lavender one, just like me. We're not really sure how this happened, but when she got them, she decided to keep them because she liked the color so much. Honestly, for this shoe being priced at $110, the quality is insane. The materials feel very premium, and the overall build quality and design of the shoe is so cool. I really like how the shoe itself looks like a flower to kind of resemble the Golf Fleur brand image. But the shoe on its own can stand by itself and doesn't really feel like a Tyler the Creator shoe and could live outside of that, which is a good thing for the brand. Clearweather Otosan. I watched a video about upcoming sneaker brands, and I really liked some of the silhouettes coming from this brand. And I wanted to support the fact that Clearweather was an independent brand. Wearing shoes that felt kind of different and weren't in the mainstream felt kind of weird to me though. As a sneakerhead, I feel like part of the culture is knowing that people around you can grasp what kind of shoe it is. But at the same time, I think it also helped me express my individuality and made me think less about my shoes and just more about the brand I was supporting. Suicoke Moto VS. When I was a senior in high school, I really wanted these shoes, but I couldn't justify paying the price, especially since they weren't waterproof. So I ended up just getting black Chacos in high school and settling for that. But 4 years later, I finally decided to get myself a pair. I just love the way the shoes look in general, and the upper of the shoe just has so much volume and depth, which makes it really stand out and gives it a gorpy look. The shoe itself is also really nice with its Vibram outsole, and it feels like it will last for a while. Doc Martens Adrian Smooth Lighter Tassel Loafer. I first found out about these shoes when my friend came over, and I really liked how you could dress up or dress down the shoes. You can wear it with a suit, or you can wear it with a casual fall outfit. Also, the cherry coloring on the shoe looks more like a brown when you wear it more. Although the main black color that most people get is really versatile. I think that the red cherry color gives it a little bit more volume and the stitching on the shoe. Shoes were my first step into fashion. On days where I could care less about what I was wearing, I always felt confident in a good pair of shoes. Instead of looking at people's faces, I would look down at their feet because that's how much I like shoes. In high school, I would memorize all the most popular shoes instead of SAT terms or English terms because that's where I wanted to put my time. In comp sci, I would try to cop shoes instead of coding and honestly would never get the shoes. But I think the most fun part about sneaker releases was the act of being a part of something. And if you did get the shoes, you could sell them for a lot of money or even wear them if you wanted to. Researching the brands that were releasing these shoes, the prices that they would sell for, and learning about just culture in general was my first step into something bigger, which was my love for shoes and culture.